What's up, y'all? Welcome into the warm-up show here on Grind City Media. I'm Lane Whitaker. He's Michael Wallace. We are courtside at FedEx Forum on a Sunday afternoon. It's not really a night, is it?
Early evening.
Yeah.
When it gets dark, it's night.
Well, now it gets dark at like 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's Sunday. The Grizzlies are getting ready to take on the Portland Trail Blazers. It's Adoptable Pet Night. We have a special guest joining us later in the show.
Okay.
Who's going to talk about adoptable pets.
All right.
Jessica Benson will be here too. And Michael Wallace is here now. Let's get into this game tonight. The Grizzlies are coming off a 107-98 win against the Clippers here on Friday night. Cedric Coward, 23 and 14. Jalen Wells had 17. Cam Spencer was 17 off the bench. Grizzlies have won 6 of their last 8 games and have looked like a different team than we saw a month ago, I think it's fair to say. Also, just for what it's worth, Blazers come in having lost 8 of their last 11. Lost their last game in Detroit, a 6-point loss to the Pistons. Denny Avila is leading the way for this Blazers team, averaging 26 and 6. Let's start with Cedric Coward, because we mentioned he had such a big game the other night, 23 points, 14 rebounds. CedX has been delivering for this team. I think everyone thought he was talented. We saw all the measurables of him, but this last game against the Clippers was another one we could put on the highlight tape for this season.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. I mean, he was able to score at all 3 levels. He was making smart plays. He looked excellent working with Zach Edey in the pick-and-roll game, finding his spots. He's handling the ball a lot better. One of the things that I was most impressed with Ced during this game came actually after the game, when he approached Kawhi Leonard and said, hey, man, look, I model myself after your game. I respect what you do. Is there a way I can work with you in the summer? And for him to have that wherewithal and that respect to go do that, man, and Kawhi to say, yeah, let's link up, that shows you what kind of mindset Cedric Coward has. And he has a skill set. He has the temperament. The Grizzlies have a good one.
I also like that he said he had to ask Cedric Coward he had to ask Kawhi in person, because he said he's not on social media. So shoot your shot while you got him in person. I thought the thing that was really impressive to me was, besides those rhythm jumpers you're seeing, a lot of these clips, like, he's just played downhill the whole night. He was getting out in transition and was able to kind of take advantage of the Clippers being a slower team. There are plays where he comes off the screen and stuff, but a lot of that was getting out. And then the rebounding. To have 14 rebounds as a wing player in the NBA is hard. For a rookie, it's pretty incredible, too.
Well, only one of 2 Grizzlies players, rookies in franchise history, had the kind of numbers that he had. 23, 14, and I think 5 assists. And one of them, Cedric Coward. The other one is your guy, Shareef Abdul-Rahim, right? So, when you talk about impact, that's what impact is. His rebounding and his defense is what kept him or got him into the starting lineup. His overall intelligence and skill set will keep him there.
Part of that we say was the rebounding was great. The defense was really good by this Grizzlies team. There was a stat today. I just asked Fish about this. Rob Fisher will be on after us on FanDuel for the Grizzlies live show. Yeah. There was a stat Ross Wooden had in his
notes.
Bare necessities.
Bare necessities. Yeah.
In the bare necessities, where he said the Grizz have forced opponents into scoring droughts the last 4 minutes in the last 3 games. They've given up some free throws, but I think field goals, they've been able to keep all these teams from getting buckets the last 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about the last game against the Clippers, it was a 9-0 run to end the game. The Clippers never scored 100. It was 98-98, and the Grizzlies ended up winning 107-98. So, the fact that your defense is stepping up in the biggest times, and guys like Jalen Wells and Coach Tuomas Isolo said, we struggled in that area earlier in the season. We didn't close out teams. We didn't close out defensive games, and now you're seeing them do that. Now, again, the opponents have been accommodating. These are all teams the Grizzlies are beating up on that are losing teams or losing records.
But are they supposed to lose those games?
No, you're not supposed to lose them. You got to use those games to get better. Somebody's got to win them, right? You know what I mean? And they're finding ways to get better in those areas.
I also, there was a great stat that the last 8 games now, they're 6-2 in the last 8. Every one of those games, the team that has won the second half has won the game.
Okay.
And there's been the last couple of years we've seen second quarter Grizz, third quarter Grizz, whatever. There's been a moment in every game where they kind of struggle. This might be the second half Grizz, because they've been pretty good coming out of halftime, making adjustments, figuring out ways to change whatever's happening in the first half of that game in their advantage.
They do make adjustments. They do find their way into the rhythm of a game. And a lot of this is because they're hard to defend because you don't know who to load up on, right? I mean, there's no Ja right now. He's been out the last 9 games. He is doubtful for tonight. The expectation is that he will be back on Friday, so he gets another whole week to get that, that situation situation right with his calf strain. But you don't know who to key on with these Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Cam Spencer can have a breakout moment. Jalen Wells can do it. Vince Williams is at his moments. Zach Edey.
Santi.
And then obviously Santi and Cedric. That's 6 guys right there that can beat you in any given moment.
You were in the locker room after the game the other night. Here's Jock Landale. I like this quote, talking about the chemistry this Grizzlies team seems to be finding.
Anytime you have a team that's camaraderie is through the roof, at least in my experience, it typically things happen better on the court as well because you're happy for each other when it's going their way. There's the ego kind of leaves the building when it feels like it's a connected group. And I think for us, at least how I felt, was we kind of came in here and the ball was rolling and there was no time that we really got to get to know each other, and that was just the density of our schedule initially. It was kind of play a game, go home, rest up, and there was no opportunity to really get to know one another. And we've kind of had a schedule slowed down, and guys like KCP have done a good job of trying to get us together outside of the court. And I know a bunch of guys went to do Top Golf and stuff like that. So I feel as though there's been a real effort to get to know one another better, and that is definitely translating, at least as far as I can tell. And naturally, as you start going on the road with each other a lot more and you're on long plane rides, bus rides, there's opportunities for dinners that we've done in Boston and whatnot. It's just like naturally you get to get that feel for one another. And I think that being one of the new guys coming in here and knowing that there's a group of them who have been here for 7 years together, you kind of felt that there was like something special in the building, and I think that it's been nice to kind of get to know that and be a part of it.
You were on that last long road trip the team just took. Guys are sitting around airports together. They're sitting in hotel rooms, waiting for games to happen, days off in random cities. What kind of chemistry have you seen building between these guys?
I mean, you certainly see these guys get to know one another. There were a lot of guys that didn't know each other when Tuomas Isalo took over and had these guys in training camp. One of the reasons why they had training camp in Nashville. So they've been getting away and getting acclimated with one another. One of the things that Jock also talked about after the camera went off is the domino games that he plays with Santi and Cam and some of the other guys. And, they do that on the planes. Jaren Jackson Jr. and some of the other guys have their own groups, too, that go out and do things. So this team likes one another. There's not an issue with this team in terms of getting along. It was just grappling with understanding the roles and what was expected.
And that was what Coach Isalo talked about at practice on Thursday when we were there, and he was talking about he feels like this recent kind of run the team's been on, a lot of that is due to them getting more comfortable in those roles.
I mean, they are. And it's just, you got to see the ball go through the hoop, right? Because, again, Jalen wasn't in a great mood when he was in a shooting slump. Now he can't miss, right? Cedric Coward the same way. So the success is coming. It's a chicken and egg theory, as Isalo always talks about. But you're having what you want is the foundation of commitment, the foundation of coming to work, wanting to be with one another and getting better. And you see this is happening right now as we turn into December.
And like you mentioned, John Morant should be coming back hopefully later this week. Coach Isalo said he's almost day-to-day in the pregame press conference tonight. Brandon Clark out, G.G. Jackson with the hustle, Ty Jerome, Scottie Pippen, Javon Small all out also. For Portland, Drew Holiday is out, and Donovan Clingan is questionable for tonight with a leg injury. I also saw that earlier this week, Matisse Thybulle was struggling with an injury too, so I don't know exactly who's going to play for them. Being without Drew Holiday, that's pretty good for this Grizzlies team because he's a champion and a great player.
Oh, no question about it. Defensive guru, and just a leader for this team.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, Jessica Benson's going to join us. You are watching the warm-up show here on Grind City Media.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
The world needs B2K.
B2K's breakup was a huge shock to their fans.
for Life Tour.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of over $550,000 in free play and a brand new Lincoln. Here Comes Santa takes flight on Saturday, November 1st, when you can begin earning entries. And don't forget the grand finale drawings on Saturday, November 29th and Saturday, December 27th to win a share of over $40,000 in free play or a brand new Lincoln. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the warm-up show here on Grind City Media. Lang Whitaker and Jessica Benson on Sunday afternoon. Not quite night, right?
Evening.
Sunday.
Late afternoon, early evening.
Yeah. Although Mike was saying it's night when it's dark, and I was like, it's dark at like 2 now.
4:30.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
yes,
Lang
same
Whitaker,
difference.
Jessica Benson, we're courtside getting ready for this Grizzlies Trailblazers game tipping off in 48 minutes. Jessica joins me, as she always does at this time, to talk about tonight's main character. Who have you selected as your main character for the night?
You know, I was trending towards, if it had been, Donovan Clingan versus Zach Edey in the Battle of the Bigs from that draft, but Donovan Clingan's out. The Trailblazers are facing the Grizzlies issue where their injury report takes multiple posts on Twitter. They have so many guys on the injury report. So instead, I'm going to go with the second half. The Grizzlies, over the last stretch of games in the second halves, have really locked down defensively. And we saw it especially in those final 3.5 minutes against the Clippers where they didn't allow a basket. Forced 3 turnovers. You had the big one with Cedric Coward taking it from Kawhi Leonard at half court. But just seeing the continued adjustments of this group and figuring things out on how to limit teams scoring-wise, especially as they continue to be in a situation where they don't have a true point guard. Vince Williams Jr. has done all that he can. Cam Spencer has been tremendous off the bench. But the fact of the matter is, both these teams tonight are dealing with point guard depth issues with Drew Holiday out for the Trailblazers on their end. John Morant trending in the right direction, won't play tonight, but luckily there's 4 full games before the Grizzlies' next one. So I'm curious if that trend can continue for the Grizzlies, because speaking of trends, they've beaten all the teams who are below 500. They have not lost to a below 500 team this season. This Trailblazers team, I would put like a small level up. While they've been dealing with these injuries, they are playing well. Denny Advia is one of the best scorers in the NBA this season, so that's kind of the big thing I'm looking for.
All right, real quick.
Yes.
What do you think about the college football playoff rankings?
Notre Dame join a conference.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I think really like the overarching message that sends is you have to win a conference championship to be guaranteed a spot in. And it was either going to be Notre Dame, Miami, or Alabama. And Notre Dame ends up being the one out. I agree that they finally looked at Miami and Notre Dame and said, who won this matchup head-to-head? Took them a little bit of time. But it does create chaos, and I did enjoy the melting down of everybody, the fact that James Madison and Tulane will represent the non-power conferences in the playoff.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk more about that tomorrow on the Odd Couple. You'll talk about it on your show, I'm sure, as well.
Can't wait.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We got a video of the Grinch with you, me, and CJ on Friday morning. We'll take a quick break. When we're back, there's a dog joining us live on the show. You're watching the warm-up show on Grind City Media.
Green has never been hotter because Whitaker is back in the stratosphere.
Absolutely. Well, me and my good friend Alphabet, you know, we go to a support group with Shrek and the Ninja Turtles and Oscar the Grouch and Kermit the Frog. You know, it's called It's Not Easy Being Green. And we meet on Thursdays, and it's a real chat. You know, we get a catch up there. You know, and I'm her stories being told around the world by amazing, phenomenal people. I'm really happy for the success Alfie's gotten.
Yeah,
really good for her.
Do you think it's going to lead towards more green?
I would hope so. I would hope there'd be more green in the world because of it. You know, I can't wait to get my broomstick and take over for a minute. You know, go on Broadway as the Grinch, as Elphaba. I think that would be the best production ever. Just give me a broom and a hat and have me. I think I'm pretty good. I have experience, right? I've been on stage. I got my amazing show. I'll figure it out.
Make green great again.
Make green great again.
Well, in this world of money, like that's green. Like, green is the hottest color.
Green is the hottest color. Listen, like Meryl Streep said in Mamma Mia, money, money, money.
Welcome back to the warm-up show here on Grind City Media. I'm Lang. This is Jessica. She's staying around because
I get to hold Millie.
This is Millie.
But I feel like I'm holding Millie against her will.
From Blue Sky.
She's a little
Dog
camera shy.
Rescue.
Hi, Millie. There we go.
Millie. And Millie is I don't know how old she is. What do you think?
6 months.
6-month-old dog.
She's pretty well behaved for 6 months.
And tonight you can come to this game and leave with a dog. There's a dog tonight's.
Oh no, Millie's losing it. It's okay. It's okay. I got it.
Come on, Millie. Hey.
There we go. There we
It's
go.
okay.
Now we're more comfortable,
okay.
aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Millie.
Yeah. There you
All
go.
right. We were just hoping Millie doesn't pee on Jessica. That's like a big thing we're hoping for tonight. But tonight, you can come to this game.
I've already been peed on once today by a dog, and I really don't want it to happen twice.
You don't have a dog. That's the best
I
part
dog
about it.
sit. I'm a professional here.
You are a dog professional. I have a dog right now. I had two, and then we gave one to my sister-in-law.
You're so good.
Having a dog is awesome, and I think if you don't have a dog, understand that it's not easy. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
So
But they're so
worthwhile.
cute.
It's so affordable. Like it makes you.
Oh no,
feel
Millie's
great.
not
Hey, buddy.
thrilled.
Hey, buddy, you good? So
Millie
come
wants to
down.
go dunk.
There's also a lot of adult dogs here who need homes.
I can't hear you anymore. The headset's off, and Millie's ready to go.
Come on, Millie.
You take her.
Hey, I got you. Hey,
No, she wants to come back.
you want to come back?
Hi, Millie. No, Millie doesn't want to be on TV anymore.
So, you can come down to this game and leave with the dog. There's adult dogs and puppies and everybody else available. The thing reminds me of Max.
You can make Millie smile in a way that Lang cannot on this
Yeah.
broadcast right now.
She reminds me of Max and the Grinch.
She does look like little Max.
Anyway, if you want a dog,
Come to the game.
Come to the game.
This is your chance.
And if nothing else, you can play with the dog and maybe see if you want to leave with one and test it out and see if they get along with you. I'm giving her the chest rub.
That's
That always
usually a
works.
game changer.
So,
No,
All right.
I'm so impressed though.
Yeah, no, it's
Pretty
awesome.
good for 6 months.
All right, Millie. Thank you, Millie.
Thank
Hey,
you, Millie.
All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Michael Wallace joins me, and we're going to go around the NBA. You're watching the warm-up show here on Grind City Media.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike? 2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man? I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night. Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Jeff Dunham, artificial intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat. How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Welcome back to the warm-up show here on Grind City Media. I'm Lang Whitaker. He's Michael Wallace. I got hair all over me. I'm trying to
Oh, yeah.
Got dog hair all over from Millie, the 6-month-old dog who you can adopt. If you want to adopt a pet, please come down here tonight.
Millie was only 6 months old?
6-month-old dog, yeah.
Wow. What kind of dog was that? I'm bad with knowing
I don't know.
breeds and stuff. Yeah.
My dog is a Memphis mutt, we call it. Who knows exactly what it is? I don't know what Millie was. I know that Zach Eady does a lot of stuff here with the Humane Society and Adoptable Pets and all that stuff. Zach's behind us right now out there warming up. So if you want to get a pet, come down and adopt one, please. Help us take care of all these animals that are out there already. All right, this last segment, Mike and I always go around the NBA like we always do at this time. And we're going to start with the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are 22-1 now. Is it a disappointment if they do not break the Golden State Warriors record of 73-9?
No, I think it's still, it's still a lot of time for them to have a little bit of a bad stretch, right?
Yeah.
But if they get to let's just say they get to 40-4 or something like that, and you get closer and you're like, okay, they should do it, then it gets more disappointing the closer you get. We're still early enough into the season where, something's going to give. They're going to have a stretch where they lose 2 of 3 or something like that.
With them, usually with one of those
they're not polarizing at all, and that's the thing. The other teams that have done it have been polarizing. Either you loved or you despise the Bulls.
Yeah.
Either you loved or you despise the Warriors. These Oklahoma City Thunder, guys are just, they're just good, and they don't generate any emotion from most people. I don't think so. I don't across the league. They don't have major critics.
They flop a lot. They foul a lot. They don't get called for it.
Yeah, but that's against your team, right? Yeah. But it's not. I don't hear anybody nationally going on a weekly referendum about Oklahoma City.
I think the bigger question with them is normally if one of these other teams has an injury, it's hard for them to make up for it. This team is so deep.
Yes.
That, if they have an injury, they're probably going to be just fine. Tonight,
and they have been.
They play tonight, I believe, and they're without SGA, Hartenstein, Chet. They're missing almost everybody tonight for rest.
Yeah, and rightfully so. And they got who do they got tonight?
I don't know, but I want to see how they play tonight. The one thing I would say is, the skill might not be the same without those guys, but the effort will be the same no matter who's on the court.
And the system and what they want to do.
And they're awesome.
And that's what I was wondering. At what point during this historic start, will they start resting some guys and giving some guys some nights off? And good for Oklahoma City for doing that. They perfected they've basically broken the league because they still get the LA Clippers first round pick. They are still going to be in a lottery this coming season with a chance to get one of the top 3 players in the draft.
And I think Shea has missed the fourth quarter of 13 games. He doesn't even play the whole game because they're so far ahead.
No.
So he's getting rest every night based on what they're doing.
Hey, congratulate. Don't hate. You sound like you hating on them.
No.
Hey, listen, I love to see greatness happen.
I respect how good they are.
Yeah, and they are absolutely phenomenal.
I just don't like all the flopping and stuff, but whatever. It is what it is. It works. They get the calls. Speaking of SGA, the MVP race, people are starting to kind of put stock into different guys. NBA.com, our guy Sean Powell put out his latest top 5. He had number 1, Nikola Jokic, number 2, Shea, number 3, Luka Doncic. I would also put Cade Cunningham probably in that discussion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anybody else jump to mind for you that we should be talking about here?
That's an excellent. Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown with the Celtics will be up in there too, and that's about it. That's about the 5 right there. And I don't have any problem with the order. I understand. Nikola Jokic is the most important player in the NBA. Most important and essential player in the NBA for his team. But again, it's not about finding reasons not to give it to Shea again because he's certainly deserving. But again, those 5 guys or those 3 guys right there, plus Cunningham and I would say Jaylen Brown right now with what he's doing to keep the Celtics. Yeah. Celtics are almost top 4 in the East right now.
Yeah.
And no one saw that happening.
My thing with the MVP award, and you and I both used to vote in the MVP award, was what does the MVP mean? Is it the best player in the league? Because Shea might be the best player in the league, but is it the most valuable? Because that team is so deep that even when he's not even playing fourth quarter of all these games and they're winning, I would say Jokic might be more valuable because of what he means to his team.
Yep.
And Luka to that extent also for what he means to that Laker team that's been without LeBron. So,
well, I think you kind of combine those two. The most valuable valuable and the best player. And I think of those two distinctions, Jokic blends them as seamlessly as anybody. Right? I love what Shea does, but Shea's not grabbing 12 rebounds a game. Right? Like, he's not leading you every single night in assists. Right? Like, Jokic is doing everything.
Every game.
And what Shea is doing that Jokic isn't doing, though, he's defending when he needs to. Jokic doesn't really defend as well. But again, like, I mean, hey, you're splitting hairs. You're splitting hairs.
It's tough. I don't know. It'll be a fun race to watch throughout this season.
I will say this, though. I do think, I mean, they play different positions, obviously. But if you put Shea on Denver and put Jokic on Oklahoma City and give them a reasonable replacement at the guard, Oklahoma City will still be as good as they are. And maybe even, just as good. I don't think Denver will be where they are if you take Jokic off of it, because it's an entire system change from that standpoint.
And he's like a center. It's harder to find that.
But I'm saying, you give him a reasonable, if you give Shea a reasonable center and you give Oklahoma City a reasonable guard and swap those two, I think Oklahoma City will still be where they are, but I don't think Denver will be as good.
So you're making the case for Jokic.
I mean, I can easily make the case for both. But yes, in this situation, Jokic is the most
more valuable.
Yeah, he's the most valuable, essential player in the game.
We usually talk about basketball here. But yesterday, the University of Memphis apparently came to an agreement for a new head coach.
Have they announced it yet?
I don't think it's official, but it sounds like it's official.
It's been the slowest leaked story.
Charles Huff, who has been at Southern Miss last season, before that was at Marshall. Running backs coach, who was here in Memphis before, has been around college football for a while. Seems like a really exciting guy when you hear him talk and all that stuff. What do you think we should expect from him and from Memphis? We've had this run here since you and I have been here, basically. The last few years, University of Memphis has had a really good football team and been arguably the best group of 5 job in college football. Do you think they can go to another level, or are we sort of stuck based on being in the group of 5?
No, I think they can always get to another level. I mean, they're 1 or 2 possessions from being there right now. Silverfield got this team on the cusp twice of being a potential playoff team this year. And each time they got there, whether it was against UAB or a couple of weeks later against Navy, they just couldn't do it, and it's disappointing. Can Huff make the difference? We'll see. It remains to be seen. And can he recruit? Can he do all of those things that made him successful at Marshall? He turned around Southern Miss in the 1 year that he's been there, but he also lost 3 straight games in his season too. So I do like the fact that Ed Scott, a guy who has HBCU ties, reached for a guy like Huff, who also has an HBCU background too. So the diversity is there, the willingness to go outside the box and get some candidates to come in here and try to turn this job around or take it to the next level. I applaud it. I hope that it works out, because we both live here. And we both have seen this team make some big wins over the last few years, and I just want to see them put it together and have a special season.
I do too. I'm excited to get somebody here who can sort of just tweak the way that things have been the last few years. Just change it a little bit, make it a little more exciting for the fans here too. So we'll see how that goes. Good luck, Coach Huff. We got about a minute and a half till tip-off here, Mike.
Okay.
Give me one matchup you're going to have your eye on tonight between the Grizzlies and the Trailblazers.
I mean, everyone, I do believe that Danny Avia is one of the most improved players in the NBA. He might be having the best season in terms of a breakout season.
He's averaging 26-6.
I mean, just a guy that was in the, he was off the radar completely almost in Washington. He comes here and is an all-star level right now. So that matchup against whoever he's going to match up with on the perimeter, whether it's Cedric Coward or Jalen Wells, whoever's going to guard him, that's going to be a matchup to watch right there, because they both can do a lot of everything. Avia can do a lot of everything, and Coward and Wells can both do a lot of everything. I think that's the key matchup right there.
I'm looking at their injury report that just came out for this game, and Donovan Clingan is out, apparently.
Yeah, he looked like he was in bad shape walking off the court.
Yeah, Scoot Henderson out, Drew Holiday out, Matisse Thybulle out, Robert Williams apparently is out. He said questionable, but Jessica said she heard he was out too. So a banged-up Blazer team, which is always the most dangerous when you play a team and think that all the good players are out and everyone else gets their chance. That's when they usually come at you hard. So we'll see what this Grizzlies is able to do tonight. All right, to watch this game tonight, you can flip over to FanDuel Sports Network right now for Grizzlies Live with Fish, Chris, Brevin, and Pete. You can turn on ESPN 92.9 for the game with Jessica, with Eric Hasseltine, with Elliot Perry, with Bennett Doyle. And then after the game, the double post here on Grind City Media with John Roser, with Jessica Benson, and with Bennett Doyle. And I'm going to call in and give them a hard time at the start of the show, too. The next home game we have is Friday night against the Utah Jazz. Grizzlies get a few days off, get to rest up, heal. We'll see if Ja's back on Friday night. So for Michael Wallace, I'm Lang Whitaker. Appreciate you joining us. You've been watching the warm-up show here on Grind City Media.